welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, what's up? My name is Emily, and during the whole month of January I am posting 2 Disney/Disney College Program videos a week to just give back to you guys and hopefully help you guys get into the Disney College Program, to prepare you for the Disney College Program, to tell you what it's really like. I did my Disney College Program last year from January to August, and so I'm using all of my knowledge and my experience plus everything I know about my friends and their experiences, and I'm here to help you. So today we are talking about the phone interview. This was probably one of my most requested videos/questions that I get. It's so obvious how to apply. It's so easy to fill out the application. The web-based interview really isn't that hard, but the phone interview, that's the main part of your application. That is really the reason you get in or you don't. The phone interview is kind of everything. I never recorded my phone interview. I just felt like it might mess me up knowing that I was recording my phone interview, that maybe I wouldn't perform as well, and I knew that I would never ever want to watch my phone interview because I would cringe way too hard, because I already cringe at myself watching these videos. Like, watching me in a phone interview, like, that's like, I just wanted to avoid that as much as possible. Although I kind of wished I would have. I understand why I never recorded it, so I never did. So I'm just gonna kind of give you guys some pointers, some tips that I used during my phone interview that was successful. I got in on my very first try, my very first phone interview. So the first thing I just want to say, your phone interview really isn't that big of a deal. I feel like that's something people stress about, but it's really not that big of a deal. I mean, it is in the sense that it's probably the most important part of the whole application process, but it's not a big deal in the sense that you need to be like stressing over it and stuff. Even though I'm saying this, I know you guys probably aren't really gonna listen, because I definitely wouldn't have. You're just talking to a Disney recruiter. They're really not scary. They're usually really nice people. So all it is, basically, you set up your time and they're gonna call you. I think they give you like a 15-minute window before and after your time, and then you want to make sure you're available for 20 minutes. Your interview is going to be about 20 minutes long. Some people's are 12, some people are 15, some people are 25. Does not matter. The length of your interview does not matter. I'm going to repeat this. The length of your phone interview does not matter. People get in with a 12-minute phone interview. People get in with a 22-minute phone interview. People don't get in with a 20-minute phone interview. So do not stress. I know I did. My phone interview was about 17-18 minutes long, and I knew most of my friends, theirs was about 22 minutes long, and I was like, well, frick, I'm not getting in. They didn't like me that much, blah blah blah. No, I got in. Obviously, if you have a really short phone interview, then maybe it's not as good of a sign, because maybe you weren't talking that much. Maybe they weren't as engaged. Maybe they didn't ask you as many questions, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're not getting in. But just do not stress about it. You don't want to talk off their ear either. You want to make sure that whatever you're responding, whatever you're saying, it's not a really short answer, but it's also not a really elaborate answer. You want to refrain from using words such as like and I'm not gonna lie, it is very hard. I think it's very hard to not use words like or those like filler words. Definitely try to use them as little as possible, but if you say them, it's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. I know in my phone interview, I definitely said the word like a lot, because I just say the word like a lot. It's not really a good habit, but it doesn't mean you're not going to get in. Just, I would say try not to, but if you do, it's really not that big of a deal. Your recruiter is more than likely going to be a really nice and bubbly person because they work for Disney, but sometimes that's not the case, and that's nothing on you. I remember during my application process, there was this one recruiter. I didn't have her, but a bunch of my friends did. I don't remember what her name was. Apparently this person was very monotone over the phone. So they would be like, hi, hello, what qualifies you for the Disney College Program? All right, cool, thank you. You know, just like very monotone, not really giving them a lot of feedback. As my phone interviewer, she'd be like, hi, hello, oh, it's so nice to talk to you. Like, oh yeah, that's really cool. I'm so glad to hear that. You know, I would say an answer, and then she would sometimes then give me feedback on the answer. She would elaborate on the answer. We would be having more of a conversation rather than question, answer, and this interviewer didn't do that. And so a lot of people are like, great, like, I completely bombed the phone interview. This person did not like me. They did not care about my answers. They were not talking to me. I'm not getting in. They all got in. So don't really judge it on your phone interviewer. Sometimes they might be really bubbly. Sometimes they might not be, but that's okay. Just make sure you stay yourself. You stay your true self. Don't be super annoying by any means, especially if that person is maybe not as bubbly, but like, don't let them affect you. Basically, the way I think about it is during your phone interview, you're showing them that you're a normal person. You are somebody that can work in a role at Disney, bring life to the role, who can make magic for the guests, because that is what it's all about. That you are somebody who is going to be making magic and making a difference in Disney World, because that is your goal. No matter what role, no matter who you are, like that is your purpose. But with that being said, you don't have to be super outgoing or super bubbly or super talkative. A lot of people who get into the DCP, they're introverted, they're kind of more quiet, they're a little bit more shy. I do have those tendencies, but I think because of theater, I'm able to be super outgoing when necessary. But I understand for some people that's actually really, really hard. If that is the case for you, don't worry. But I would say just try to be as nice and as friendly and as warm as you can and answer the questions to the best of your ability. I think the best way to prepare for the interview is to watch other people doing their interview. That is, it's just the best way, because I remember I watched other people doing their interview and I was like, oh, like they were just kind of a normal person. They were just kind of talking. Like it wasn't like their answers were super specific and using like really big vocab words or anything. They were just kind of a normal person and they got in. So I'd say watch other people's. It'll reassure you that like you don't have to be perfect. You might mess up, you might stumble on your words. That's okay. You're not perfect. They're expecting you to mess up. They're expecting you to be nervous. They know you're going to be nervous. They know, I'm sure they can relate to how you feel at the moment. So for the most part, like they're gonna be really kind to you. They're not like really scary. For the most part, they're really, really nice and they're really accepting, and they just want you to do well. They want you for the DCP. They want anybody for the DCP, and so they just want you to kind of prove to them like, hey, I'm worth hiring. I am worth accepting into the Disney College program. And then if you can show them that, great, done, you're good. A big thing you want to show is maturity. You are in college, and as much as Disney is really fun, you don't want to just sound like you're there just to go to the parks. By you saying like, oh, I want to do it because I love Disney, and I want to do the Disney College program because I'm obsessed with Disney, because I've been going to the parks all the time. Like, don't let your love for Disney and your obsession for Disney be the reason why you think you should get accepted, because that is everybody's reason. Everybody loves Disney. Everybody has an obsession with Disney. Everybody is kind of a nerd for Disney in some sense. That's really not going to differentiate you. What you want is what is going to differentiate you. So just find like what is the real reason you want to do the DCP and kind of let them know. Just make sure you can really stress why you're qualified for the Disney College program without sounding super arrogant, without sounding kind of weird and know-it-all-ish, and just, you know, what are your strengths? Like, know what your strengths are. There should be a Google Doc of all possible Disney College program phone interview questions. Read the Google Doc. Definitely don't practice all of them. That is unnecessary. But if you can kind of pick a couple, like maybe if you want, have a friend, have a parent, have a family member, somebody ask you the questions and see how you are. I just ask myself. I would just say, I'll read the question and then I just kind of practice like a fake phone interview, just kind of see how well you do under pressure, see how quickly you can come up with a response that sounds pretty good. I definitely would recommend writing down a couple of responses, especially to the popular ones, like what roles do you want to do. Make sure you know what your top roles are. Make sure you know why you're qualified. Make sure you know why you want to do the Disney College program, which is stuff you already know, but it might help you to just kind of create an answer that sounds really good. Another thing is going to be, you want to make sure you are smiley and happy and positive. Like I said, you don't have to be crazy outgoing if that's not you, but you just want to be a positive person. You're working for Disney World, the happiest place on earth. So you kind of got to be happy. You kind of got to show them that you're not this like sad and mad person all the time, even if you are at sometimes. The phone interview is fun. Like, it's kind of like your touch of Disney magic for the day. I know my person, she ended up asking me questions that I was not prepared for, but not in a bad way, just like I had never seen other people get asked them. And the questions were like, how many times have you been to Disney World before? Did you go to Disney a lot growing up? What would you recommend to people coming to Disney World? And they were so easy. I was so shocked, because I was like, wait, like this isn't like a really complicated, crazy question, and they never are. This is me just being that Disney nerd and just getting to geek out on you a little bit about Disney and why I love it and what you should do and my favorite parts of it. Like, that's not hard. This is an internship. This is a real job. Even though it's Disney, like, it still is real. So just try to be as professional as you can while also being really happy and excited, and just, this is your time to shine. Like, you got it. If you mess up, so what? Like, it's okay. Nobody's perfect, you know? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful in some way, shape, or form. If you liked it, definitely give it a thumbs up and make sure you hit subscribe and turn on my notifications to be notified whenever I post a video. Good luck on your phone interviews. Let me know how they go. Also, feel free to comment down below how your phone interview went and if you used any of these tips and if they were helpful at all to you, or if you have any other tips of your own, definitely comment them down below. Let other people share. Use the comments as like a discussion board. Talk about your phone interview. Yeah, you guys got this. All right, well, thanks so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace, bye.